Yeah, go ahead.
Hey guys, all right, so we're about to film a new month's worth of content right now. We've got Vaughn Turner, we've got Walker Reynolds, we've got a special series we're actually filming for you guys today. For all of you guys that have completed the IIoT mini course, we're creating an expansion course, life sciences pharmaceutical mini course. And so we're going to be going over that today, and as well as filming some other topics that I can't wait to get into for you guys. So Vaughn, I'm going to kick it over to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Zach. Excited about this opportunity. We've had a lot of questions regarding life sciences. We've also been working with a few clients of ours that are in life sciences, so we just wanted to bring that information to the forefront to everybody. Again, hope everybody receives a lot of value from our content. I'm going to get it to Walker and let him get started. Thanks, guys.
All right, so the October 2020 content shoot, take 0. All right, so I think for this month, what I'm going to do, we're going to shoot all the content in just one big long thing. Again, you know, as much as we want to get in front of the whiteboard, we're itching to get in front of the whiteboard, but we're doing it digitally, again, just to be safe. We're not having Zach fly out to Dallas. I'm actually in our Dallas office today. Last week was the first time I've been in the office since February, and today is October 13th, as you can see on my screen share here in a second. So I'm in the office for the first time since February. We really want to shoot in front of the whiteboard. We want to shoot in front of the new studio. We're going to get a chance to do that, but as soon as we can get Zach out here to our office so that we can shoot the content. Until then, we're going to be shooting monthly, one shoot a month, and that'll spread our content out across the entire month. We do have a bunch of other things going on now. So whereas for the first year and a half, we were producing all free content for the community, we got a lot of requests to consult people directly, to do individual training for organizations. And so what we decided to do was, okay, rather than do these individual trainings, which we will do, why don't we take that idea and let's train the community? Let's train them on what we do. We spun up the Industry 4.0 community Discord server. A couple of great new pieces of news there. As of last night, I think we had 647 members. There's probably a group of, say, 36 to 50 or so that are really active and are posting either every other day or once a week. It's a beautiful thing to see, because what the whole idea for the Discord server was to create something we don't have in our industry, in the industrial automation and digital transformation, and that is a medium to collaborate in real time. And the whole idea was we want to be able to put people who have questions in front of the subject matter expert they need in the moment they need them, right? This is what we do in digital transformation. Digital transformation is all about presenting the data that people need and want, the way they want it, how they want it, and when they want it, right? In real time. I want to be able to walk into my company and I want to be able to say, what does our profit look like right now? Are we profitable at this actual moment? Well, I can't really tell you. I can tell you where we were when we reported at the last quarter, or I can tell you what the accountants ran 2 weeks ago, but I can't tell you profitability in this actual moment, right? So that's the whole concept of digital transformation. So we've applied that to education and outreach. So we've got a lot of great stuff going on with the Discord server. We have a lot of great stuff going on with all of our additional products that we're providing. We have a mentorship program that we kicked off that I think has 30 something members, right? Where everybody's going through the exact training that our engineers go through, and they have their own private channel. We can answer questions. We've got a bunch of people who are working on building their test labs, so their simulation projects, and we're supporting that. We have Digital Mastermind. We've been supporting a lot of companies trying to sell digital transformation globally. We're doing tons of consulting for individual systems integrators as well as the actual end users. And then, of course, on top of all of that, we're trying to shoot our monthly content to put on the YouTube channel and put on LinkedIn and all that stuff, and then do our projects, okay? So some interesting things about Intellic integration this year. I have actually scaled back my commitment to engineering. Originally, my utilization rate was like 120% on projects, honestly. And we changed my utilization down to 50%. So I'm still consulting and architecting on specific projects, but our team of engineers, we added additional senior engineers, we added new architects, and they're handling the actual projects. And I'm more focused on community outreach, education, and solutions architecture. Okay, so with that, that's the update and is going on with Intellic. So with that, let's get to what the bread and butter of our content is this month. We're going to cover, I'm going to try and cover all these things. We may post this whole thing in real time, we may not, but we're going to do a LinkedIn follow-up. There's a couple really good questions that came up that I want to answer, and I want to provide some commentary on the state of our industry. So we're going to do LinkedIn follow-up, what's an expert, the value of real-time collaboration, which hopefully I made that case in the opening. We're going to talk about overcoming hurdles of designing the digital smart factory. So both Greenfield and Industry 3.0 legacy implementations. We're going to talk about political hurdles, how they can derail digital transformation, what are they, and how do you overcome them? And we're going to use some commentary on LinkedIn and to kind of drive home that point. We're going to answer a question that's been asked a lot in the last month, and that is, hey, can we use OSI Pi from OSI Soft as our unified namespace? And should we? Should I use OSI Pi as a UNS? We're going to answer a question. I've gotten this question quite a bit. Hey, Walker, you say that Rockwell Automation is not open. They're not an open architecture company. Why not? And I've been answering that question a lot. So we're going to shoot a video to answer the question, okay? And we're going to use their trademark filing for the connected enterprise to drive home our point, okay? We're going to talk a lot about solution-driven versus technology-driven, okay? What are the two methodologies? And this is stuff we've shared in our digital mastermind and in our mentorship program. We're going to share this with the entire community. That is, what is the difference between approaching problems solution-driven, okay, that is specific solutions, versus technology-driven. And then we're going to close it all out with, we're going to touch on the life sciences mini course. There'll be a second shoot to cover everything. We're going to do it at a high level. Life sciences mini course, that is, what are the three primary risks to successfully digitally transforming in life sciences? And the second video will be, what's the approach that you should take? So for those of you that do not know life sciences, that's essentially the pharma industry, okay? So with that.
And we'll have a link down below to sign up for the life sciences mini course. Again, it's a great option if you've already taken our free IIoT mini course. It is a paid option, but it's going to be highly valuable because you're going to get a certificate that demonstrates your expertise in that vertical, which is highly valuable.
Excellent. Thank you, Zach. All right. So with that, I actually we're going to start with following up on some conversations that have been had in LinkedIn recently. Some of them were like last week. One of them was last week, and one of them is this week. And we're going to answer two questions. Number one, what is an expert? Okay, and then number two, I want to drive home the value of real-time collaboration. Okay, so the value of collaboration, what is real time, and the value of real-time collaboration. Okay, and let me preface what I'm about to do here as something we don't take lightly. Okay, as a team, myself, Zach, and Vaughn, we had a long conversation last night before we were going to shoot this content as to whether or not, essentially, here's what the conversation was. Intellic Integration as a company, what we are really known for is doing large enterprise class systems. That is helping companies digitally transform, going from Industry 3.0, which was automating their industrial processes, to Industry 4.0, which is turning the data that you created by automating your industrial processes into real-time information for executing decisions to make your business more efficient, right? That's the name of the game. Everyone wants to do more with less. That is literally capitalism in a nutshell, right? Provide more value for less cost. That's called efficiency, all right? So we had this conversation last night. There are really two things that stood out, right? Number one, what's an expert? There was an actual question that came up. There was a post and I'm going to go through it. The reason we're not going to pick on the individual, and that's the reason we've kind of scratched everything out, because I have a lot of respect for this, some of the people who posted here, and on a technical level, I have a lot of respect for them. And so I don't want to get into a negative back and forth. That's not what I want to do. What I do want to do, though, is address the actual points that were brought up. And we believe this is the best way we can actually do it without getting into a flame war or whatever like that. And here's why. The issues that are brought up here are incredibly common across the industry. If you want to know why you're failing in digital transformation, one of the reasons that you're failing, you'll notice when I say the 3 reasons that you will fail, is that you have the wrong strategy, you pick the wrong technology, or you have the wrong partners. This goes to the wrong partners piece of why you fail in digital transformation. Okay, and it goes to the wrong strategy, and it goes to the wrong technology, but it starts with having the wrong partners. All right, so here we go. Yesterday there was a post. This is about in reference to real-time collaboration. There was a post from a very influential industrial automation professional who I have a lot of respect for.